after a year or maybe less than a year, I don't really remember. Maybe after it was already a year or so, I struggled working there. I remember coming back from work and I told my wife, I hate this workplace. I hate my life in America. I did not expect to work in such a place. And I say, if I see myself working in years, um, it will drive me crazy. As I mentioned, my education background was not for Deca Lake. Um, but the reason for coming to Deca Lake was I was the Mr. Mom in my family. I married up. My wife um, had a better job than me, and I was only a new uh, person, a new guy in the on the on the neighborhood. Um, and I came and just took care of our kids. My wife gave birth. I was the one who took it from there as soon as I was strong enough after giving birth each of the kids. She went back to work. I took care of the kids, and I did not have a working visa by the time when our first and second child was born. Um, and so I was a Mr. Mom, and I had to look for a place with flexible schedule, and that's how I ended up in Decker Lake. Um, and I hated it at first. It was so difficult for me. But one thing that helped me to be there is I remember I have a heart as a missionary. I'm there to help those kids. So I look around and my wife told me, "Oh, you can find a job. You can apply for a job, maybe regarding economics and I I told him, but our kids have to be taken to a daycare. And I told her, no, I don't want the kids to be in the daycare. I want to raise up the kids, and that's how I ended up in Decker Lake. Anyway, after struggling for over a year or so, I remember reading books and did not sustain me, and going through our training did not reduce the stress. I went to church one particular Sunday, and and after church, I humbly go to the front and ask the pastor to pray for me. And he prayed. It did not take away the prayer. Did not take away the stress. I I came to work, and I at 3 o'clock I came, and I still burden in my heart. I feel overwhelmed with the work. And as the shift started, after shift changed, my partner started a group, and I was sitting in the back, and I pulled up my pocket Bible, and I read a part of the I just randomly and say, God help me. I really need a breakthrough in this feeling of overwhelm, feeling of stress, and I read 1 John chapter 4 verse 18. It says, "There's no fear in love. Perfect love drives away fear. There is no fear in love. Perfect love drives away fear." Then I ask myself, okay, do I love this kid? And I say, I don't know. I don't hate them, but I don't really love them. I'm not intentional or going to work to love the kids. Why should I love them? They swear at me every day. But that moment when I say to myself, yes, I can love these kids regardless. And especially I'm a follower of Christ. I said, if you're a follower of Christ, you're supposed to love. You have no choice. If they are neighbor, you love them as a neighbor. If not, you love them as an enemy. Um, so I have my choice to love regardless. It's part of my of what I should do. And I said, yeah, I can love them in perfect love. Does it. As soon as I changed my attitude, my brain changed a lot. Uh, the wiring of my brain started to to go in a different direction. And according to brain plasticity, we can rewire our brain in a different direction and uh, have a new neural pathways as we start practice or start thinking in a certain way. And compassion is defined as the warm-hearted concern that unfolds when we witness the suffering of others and feel motivated to relieve it. This is a definition by a professor from the University of Boston, from Boston University. That's how he defined compassion. So it's a feeling of the warm-hearted feeling when you see and concern when we witness the suffering. These kids are broken kids. They are messed up. They become knucklehead, and those um, behavior symptoms something deeper, and you are motivated to relieve it, to help. That's why we are there. And you should intentionally cultivate a heart of compassion. That job, in order for you to enjoy it, you must have compassion. Otherwise, you will burn out soon, because when you feel compassion to these kids, it will help you increase your excitement. It reduces the feeling of stress, and you try it for yourself. I guarantee you, it will change you in this shift if you learn every day. I can have compassion on these kids. It doesn't mean you are nice. It doesn't mean you are become a fluffy lover of the kids. No, it means you do your job according to policies and procedures, but with a heart and attitude of compassion. And I'm pretty sure it will radically reduce stress from you, because there's no fear in love, and perfect love drives away fear. See you in the next video as we talk about leadership.